We are living in a time where our future is uncertain. Wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, ice, innocent bloodshed, Epstein files, cartels, and so much more are all things that are happening right before our eyes. A few of which the Bible actually mentions would happen, located in Matthew chapter 24. All of these things are happening, leaving many of us in the world wondering, where is God now? And how long will we endure this? Well, today we're going to take a look at a man named David who asked God the exact same questions and many more in a time of trouble and uncertainty. Our first scripture reading comes out of Psalm chapter 10, verse 1, and it reads, "Why, O Lord, do you stand far off? Why do you hide yourself in times of trouble?" We see David being open and honest, calling out to God, asking him sincerely, why? Why, O Lord, do you stand far off? Why? This question, a lot can relate to at this very moment. Why, God, have you hid yourself? Why? Now, our next scripture reading comes out of Psalm chapter 12, verse 1, and it reads, "Help, Lord, for the godly are no more. The faithful have vanished from among men." We see here that David is still calling on the Lord, now asking for help, which by definition, as an exclamation, is used as an appeal for urgent assistance. Now, we're reading all of this because it is important to know that we can be open, transparent, honest, and real with God. The last, or one of the last texts we'll be reading is Psalm chapter 13, verses 1 and 2. And it reads, "How long, O Lord, will you forget me? Forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and every day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me?" Now, it is important to know that it is okay to ask God these questions. It is okay to ask these things. As we can clearly see, that's what David is doing in the scripture right here. When he's calling out to God, when he's praying to God, how long is this gonna last? Why have you hid yourself? It's okay to ask him these questions. We see that through the scripture, right? These are ways that many of you all are feeling right now during this time of uncertainty in our world with everything happening. It is okay to ask these questions to God, as David did. However, however, even after David says and asks all these things to God, after he voices his real, raw, and authentic cry to God, he does something special. He says something very profound after saying all the things that he said. Watch this. We're going to go to Psalm chapter 13, verses 5 and 6. "But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord, for he has been good to me." So we see David is clearly going through something at this time, right? He's calling out to God, asking him all these questions, saying all of these things. And as a matter of fact, let's go back to Psalm 13 and read verses 1 all the way through 4. "How long, O Lord, will you forget me? Forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and every day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? Look on me and answer, O Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death. My enemy will say, I have overcome him, and my foes will rejoice when I fall. But," see verse 5 and 6, "but I trust in your unfailing love." That is what the message is. But I trust. So in closing, I ask you, even though you have 1,000 worries, 1,000 complaints, 1,000 issues, 1,000 fears, 1,000 questions, can you still find it in your heart to give all of that to God and still trust Him?